Have you ever been accused falsely? Hey, niwaambie kitu inauma. It is a beautiful week. You may have faced a lot of challenges, but today we are grateful that we are here. We have strength to move on. The strength in our scars. There are so many scars that life has brought us. The pain that we normally go through in life brings scars in our lives. And at times, as much as these scars are normally so painful, it is good at times when we've already healed, we trace back our scars and see whatever the scars brought in our lives. It is only human who gets scars. It is only human being who gets hurt. That is how God created us. That is how we were said to be. At times we experience pain, at times we experience joy. I had a friend, she was so beautiful. Let me use Ivy. I won't mention the name. Ivy was so beautiful, and so alikuwa nenda attachment. I remember that time tulikuwa college, alikuwa nenda attachment, and you know, ukienda attachment, you are so excited, you are so anxious because you don't know who you're going to meet there. So vile alienda attachment, when she reached there, being a beautiful lady, you know, when there's a beautiful lady, kila mtu anamwangalia like, hey, there's a new broom somewhere. Watu wanasikia, hey, there's another lady anakuja. So like kila mtu anamwangalia kingoja sana kuona who this lady is. So when Ivy reached there, all the attention was on her. And she was very jovial. She was one outgoing lady. And you know, our society is quite unfair on people who, I call them extroverts. Our society is quite unfair to these people because there is a way in which an extrovert is anachukuliwa. Like if you speak, you are outgoing, you speak to everybody regardless of the gender. We find that the society mistakes you. So that is how Ivy was. And now people started getting into her. And there's this particular guy, alikuwa anasema, according to how Ivy was telling me this, alikuwa anasema, this guy alimkufia sana. Like, the guy could take her lunch, the guy could support her in so many ways. And you know, sisi wote tumetoka huko. You find that uko kwa attachment, just unaona your life ya student, you are a student and you don't have anything, and then you get a guy who does that. So Ivy was accepted this, not that she had something at the back of her mind. And now it reached a point whereby the guy now started demanding for a lot, simply because he did 1 or 2 favors. And actually alimpeleka lunch only like twice. So Ivy told him that she cannot do that. So the guy was so hurt. Unajua kama mwanaume umejaribu, unaona msichana mrembo umejaribu. And by the way, guys try so hard. He was so hurt, like amenunua lunch once, twice na msichana amekata. And so the guy framed a story. Alichukua some of the chats that they had with this lady, akaanza kuonyesha kila mtu, like unaona what this madam is texting me. And even it reached a point whereby the guy used another number and saved it as Ivy. And so he started walking around, showing people everywhere that the lady is the one who tried to get him. So imagine this is a very young girl who just came for attachment, and then now somebody accuses you like that. It's painful. Put yourself in Ivy's shoe. Uwe ni msichana mdogo, mrembo, and umefika pahali kila mtu anataka tu, anakukatia. And then suddenly somebody just comes up with a story simply because haukumkubalia whatever he wanted. It hurts. And so she confided in me, akaniambia, hey, Rachel, I'm so much stressed up. I'm not happy where I am. And so she told me the whole story. It hurts to be accused falsely. So everywhere she was walking, people were looking at her like, hey, what a cheap girl. Kumbe ni dem mwenye tu unaweza tu kumwendea tu hivi na ndio huyo ashakubali. And that is why I'm saying that the society is normally so unfair to people who are outgoing. And that is what I even faced. Like, unajua, you cannot just start walking, unaanza kuexplainia watu, unajua, si kufanya hivi. Watu wananidanganyia. Si kufanya vile, hapana, ilikuwa hivi. You know, the moment you start explaining yourself, watu wanaanza kujiuliza, mbona naji-explain? And maybe you are very genuine. At least unataka watu wajue, ikukuwa hivyo. So those are some of the really painful things that people normally go through. Sasa ilibidi akae tu akiangalia, akasema now let whatever happens happen. Lakini hakukuwa na raha because now people had already watu walikuwa washamweka kwa state ingine yenye si yake. Watu walikuwa wameshamview in a very different way. And now what really saddens me is that whoever accused her knows very well that it is not true. He did that because of his own selfish gains. And therefore, there are some things that we normally do to people before you start accusing someone falsely. Have you ever tried to think, if it were you, how would you feel? It hurts. So this guy, kijana alikuwa naye hapo, anaona vile watu wanaongea vibaya juu yake. At the back of his mind anajua yeye ndiye alitumia a wrong number, akaandika message, and the number akasave jina ya Ivy. So Ivy is new. Hakuna mtu mwenye anaweza kuambia. Now even those people who are really admiring her walikuwa namuona like something else. And that is how accusing others falsely affect people. Have you ever found yourself in a situation like Ivy's? At times you find yourself in a very tight situation that you don't even know who to face and tell this. At times you go through a lot of things in your life. You've been accused falsely severally, and there's no one you can tell. There's no one you can explain to, like, this is happening to me. There's no one, because you really fear being judged. The moment you start telling people that, you know, this happened to me, you know, so and so is doing this to me, you know, whatever he said about me, you know, whatever she said about me isn't true, you'll get judged. And so many people are going through this. And I want to encourage you that as much as you are going through such things, as much as these scars are so much, there is hope. Now, this is the point whereby you are in your darkest point. You are inside a dark room with your black mirror. This scar is your black mirror. The false accusations that have deprived you your happiness, your joy, the false accusation that make you not even walk where people are. This is because people have believed in whatever they've been told. This is because no one wants to listen to your side. Everybody trusts whoever told them nasty things about you. And funnily, these people who normally tell others nasty things about people are normally trusted so much. And therefore, when they tell nasty things about you, there is a mark that people put on you. Now people believe that that's you. They believed, Rachel can do that. And therefore, people start viewing you in a very different way. Something that you are not. You'll find that there are even people who are not even talking to you because the things that they are told about you, the false accusations that were made about you, they believed them. And so they view you to be something so different. They see you as somebody who is not even worth to be in a society. And therefore, false accusations hurt. There's a say that normally says that a good name is better than fine perfume. You know, take an example when you're walking and you're in this fine perfume. everybody wants to come next to you. Now, when you have a bad name, jina mbaya inatoa uvundo. Watu wanakimbia, yani watu wakikuona wanakimbia tu. Mnakumbuka ile wakati wa corona, ilikuwa mask kila pahali, like mtu hata akisneeze, kila mtu ameva mask. It is the same way watu hepa people with bad names. Now you can imagine that is how it is. Now, by the time you are spoiling somebody's name, by the time you are accusing somebody falsely, by the time you are judging someone, do you know the impact that you are causing, whatever you are causing in this person's life? You are causing a very negative impact on this person's life. And more so if this thing is not true. This person does not even have time to explain herself. This person cannot go around telling people that, no, you see, it was not true. And that is the bitter part of it. That is the saddest part in accusing someone falsely. That is the saddest part in spreading some nasty rumors about someone. Before you accuse someone falsely, try and find facts about it. One mistake that we normally do as a human being, when you hear something about someone, you don't know whatever this thing, hujui ukweli wake. Haujui mwenye amekuambia kama anasema ukweli ama uongo. Then we go ahead and start judging. We go ahead and start hating our friends. You just hate on someone because of something that somebody else told you. Some of us have really suffered this. Somebody just hates you from nowhere. Somebody doesn't even want to talk to you simply because she was told something nasty about you. Now look at Ivy's case. Ivy's attachment was never peaceful. The joy she had disappeared. That joyful girl she was disappeared. She was so outgoing. Now she could not even walk bravely in front of the colleagues. This is because of the name. Her name was spoiled. And to make it worse, it was out of false accusation. I know you're somewhere going through this. I know you've been accused before falsely. I know that somebody somewhere hates you. Somebody somewhere hates you because of something nasty that she was told about you. Guys, it hurts to spoil somebody's reputation. Once somebody's reputation has been spoiled, it is very difficult for this kind of a person to heal. It remains a scar in somebody's heart. It takes so long before this scar heals. And in fact, she will be seeing these people or this person who spoiled her name. It's like she has hit the scar again. Ivy's life was made miserable just because of a false accusation. And therefore, Ivy did not have the joy that she expected to have in her attachment. What do you cause in someone's life? Do you bring scars in someone's life, or do you bring happiness? Let us purpose to bring happiness and joy in people's lives. Let us not be people who bring scars into other people's hearts. This is the Black Mirror. I'm your host, Mary Rachel Ngore. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Bye-bye.